Hey friends, so my challenge to myself today is to create a beautiful floral bouquet, more on the casual end, although you could, if you had a wedding event and had lots and lots of tables and wanted to stretch your budget, do this as well. And my challenge is to create this floral for under $10. Okay. So this is a big challenge for me. I had to really be resourceful. So to maximize my big flower focal point, I grabbed some jumbo mums. I love the jumbo mums. They are happy. They remind me about the size. They're almost the size of a hand. I have bigger hands, but of a smaller hand. And dahlias, which I have some dahlias growing outside. If you missed that video, I will link it below. But dahlias are very temperamental. They will only last a few days or so in a cut vase without some really, unless you have some dahlia tips, let me know, comment below. But I feel that mums get a bad rap, but mums are gorgeous. They're sturdy flowers, they're beautiful, and very inexpensive. So I was able to pick up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 mums for $4. There was also another stem without a flower head, which makes me wonder if there were actually 5. So, and then I had these beautiful light carnations. They're very like ballerina pastel slipper pink, very beautiful. And also I wanted to complement the plan that I originally had is right now my roses, my pink roses are in bloom. So I actually went out to the garden and clipped these beautiful roses. They are called, I believe, Sweet Mademoiselle. And we planted them a few years back. And you really want to prune them back and cut them back so that they will create more beautiful blooms from year to year. I love the vibrant, almost sherbet pink color that it produces. But let me tell you about these little flowers. So once you cut them, they will if you don't cut them at the right opportune time, all the petals will just disintegrate and it'll be beautiful. The petals will just circle around your bushes, but then that's it, right? So you really, just like at the opportune time, whether it's clearance shopping or whatever, you've got to pick them right at the right time. So we are going to incorporate that. And I also have a floral vase, I got this new tape, guys. I'm kind of excited about it. I do use Scotch tape a lot in arrangements, but I found that the stems, it's so thick and my stems felt a little crowded. So this, I believe, it's either 1/4 or 1/8 inch. But you can really get a good flower grid on this. Just be sure to put tape all around the lip of it first. You can get this in clear. So yes, I probably should have gotten a clear version because the green will show unless you add some ribbon or put a lot of greenery around it. But look at this grid. You can put so many flowers in that grid. So that's what we're going to use today. I also clipped to maximize my under $10 goal. I got some sedum, clipped some beautiful sedum. Just be sure to wash your flowers for any creepy crawlers, they had some little bitty bugs, and I just washed them, gave them a good rinse. And even your bushes, you can just get some foliage there. And then for my small textural piece, I found a pink flowering bush, and so we're going to use that. Okay, so let's start off, and I like to start off with the greenery. And so I'm just going to take a piece, and we are going to just kind of flank our greens. flank it from side to side. Okay, so see how this, for me, I want to move it on over to another grid so that there's a little more support. If I use the last grid, it would kind of flop over. So you have to, like tic-tac-toe, you have to find the right area for that. Okay, so we're gonna grab one more of these. You know, and it doesn't have to be exactly, it's whatever you have out in your yard. And nature is so friendly to us, and you've got to take advantage of it. Don't be afraid. At first I was like, oh, I don't want to clip all these flowers, but they'll grow back twice as nice. Okay, so this one is going to subtract from the bouquet. This looks a little too much because it's not a large arrangement. If you're saying, if I was using a large arrangement, I would use this whole thing. But since I'm not, I'm going to clip this and I'm going to clip this. So just kind of be mindful of the size of your actual vase. And just as you would in decorating or whatever, you want to respect the scale of the piece. Okay, so I have these two greenery. And now I think I'm going to use one of these gorgeous, gorgeous roses just to be the center. And I usually take these off, but because I'm wanting to conceal some of the greenery, I think I am just going to leave them on. Let me take one of these little, they do have thorns, so use your pruning shears, cut at an angle so that all the water can be soaked in here. Okay, so I usually put bleach water in here. I just did the floral food. I forgot this time, but try to add a little bit of bleach to your floral food to preserve it a little bit longer. Okay, so that looks happy right there. That looks good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, now I'm going to add some of these light pink carnations. And I think we're going to make them a little bit taller to give them some shape. Obviously not this tall, but once you snip, you don't want to snip off too much because then you're done. You can always snip off a little more. Okay, so we're going to put this one and walk around your arrangement if you need to. Let's see. Hopefully my head's not blocking the vase, but you want to walk around. Oh, and there's a little bug right there. My goodness. All right. I'm going to put that right there. Nope, changed my mind. In the back. Yes. Okay. Still a little bit too long. It's flopping. So we're going to cut it down just a little more. Okay. And then I just want to do lots of these. Let's just keep going on this. Let's do that kind of triangular pattern. Okay, put one right here. And another one right here. Okay. Okay, so that is fun. I still feel like they're flopping a little bit. I don't know what it is. I'm used to working with like a larger vase, but when you're getting smaller, make sure you take leaves off. And you have to play with it. Put on the music. Give yourself grace if you don't get it right. Now, I will say, if you're doing floral foam, you just have to stick it in and forget it. But if you are doing something like this, it's a lot more forgiving. Okay, so now I think I'm going to add another flower. I want to use all three of these because that is really, really, you know, there's only like one little time a year that these bloom. And so I want it to mainly be a rose vase with some accents. So I'm going to add all of these in here. Okay, so it looks like our shape is actually taking on more of kind of a round sort of shape. And look at all these greeneries. There's no way. Always clip all the leaves off. Just snip them off. And be careful about the thorns. I'm not even going to clip all the thorns off. If they did, if the grid was very, very tight, that may be an issue, but should be good. Okay, we're gonna leave a little bit of the greenery and we're just gonna pop this one in. Maybe sort of in the center in the back. There we go. Get in there with all your little thorns. It's the first time I've actually used this floral tape, and it is holding up pretty good, actually. Okay, so we have 3 little flowers. Now we're going to add in some little showstopper large white chrysanthemums. Okay, let's see where we want to put this. Now, if you have a big flower, these are great for along the edge when you want to conceal some things, because usually I like hydrangeas or something big and bushy to kind of flank everything. Hydrangeas, I tell you what, I've not had the best luck with cut hydrangeas because it always seems inevitably they wilt a little bit. I've tried the hairspray hack, which does seem to prolong the life of it, but chrysanthemums, I think they say they represent loyalty and they have resilience, and they actually have my heart for floral arrangements because they're inexpensive, they're showy, they're sturdy, they don't demand a lot of effort. Oh, okay, see, now I was getting nervous. I always get nervous because I go, how is this going to come together? How is this coming together? And you really, really want a big flower and it'll start coming together. Okay, let's do another big, beautiful, showy. Which one will I use? Let's use this one. Okay. White flower. We're doing, when in doubt, if you start stressing, let's say you want to be a DIY wedding floral design, you want to do your flowers for very inexpensive. When in doubt, do triangular motions on everything. Once you have your leaves and everything, just do 3 flowers in a triangular pattern, and that way you can do them all very, very quickly and it won't be stressful. It's going to be beautiful regardless. And I tell you what, when you are designing flowers, you have to give yourself grace. Okay, I love how this sweet mademoiselle, sweet arrangement is turning out. But we do need some textural elements. So, I love this. Love, love, love this. So we are going to use this one, take some of the leaves off. So I like putting on jazz music or just some real happy music while I am floral arranging. And this one has a little bit of a curvature to it. So we are going to have to see where it sits. I think wherever there's gaps, this is in the middle. And I think we need to put this kind of up here, give it a little personality. Okay, that looks good. And I want to do a few more. There's a big gap back here. So because there's a big gap right here, I think I'm actually going to do one more big white flower because I really want to utilize all of those. So yeah, I don't know what it is. Why chrysanthemums and carnations? I think carnations really, really need to, they have just been very, very stereotypically, don't get a carnation, maybe because they've been so overused, but I like sturdy flowers. They end up lasting so much longer than the beautiful, delicate flowers. Okay, so we're going to put this one back there. Okay, so circular shape. This is really, really, really taking shape. So I'm very, very happy. Oh, my sedum. Should I use my sedum, guys? Let's see. This one's happy. This one looks very large and it might be a little overpowering. So let's see. Okay, this one has a leaf that needs to pop off. I like sedum. If you've never planted sedum, they're not fussy either. Maybe this is like the no fuss flower arrangement today because I don't have to water them, but unless it's really, really dry outside, you can kind of plant these and forget it, and they come back every year beautifully. I mean, if you are not a gardener, plant seed them. It's fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna tuck this one in between the white flowers just to kind of break it up right there, which I think is just lovely. And how about another little pink carnation, which we're going to stick right here. So now it's fun. Okay, so vulnerable, transparent as what I'm experiencing. I always get a little nervous at the beginning, but then as it starts to take shape, I start to breathe. So I feel like I'm creating this with you. Okay, so I love the shades of pink. Here we go. We're going to stick this one, right there. Perfect. Okay. This is just really, really happy. This is a hello, surprise your friend or neighbor at the door. Or if you had a bunch of flowers, like I said, and wanted to do identical ones on all the tables, you could do that. Okay, I need to use a few more of these. Oh, they always tangle. Okay, there. All right, just gonna pop off some of these leaves. And we're gonna add one right here where it needs a little something. Oh, and guess what? I have to add one more for the triangle, right? So we are going to add just one more of those. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. We're gonna put you, where are we gonna put you? We're gonna put you back here. Okay, so I'll probably still fuss a little more, but I hope this gave you a fun idea. Guys, we created this for $8. I spent $8. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I got them at Publix. So happy floral arranging. No one would ever guess that you created this beautiful arrangement. Whoa, 4. Sorry, I'm distracted because I have to take this petal off. Look, one little bug, chomp, chomp, chomp. Very hungry, but it's gone. Okay, guys, I think we did a great job. Like and subscribe if you enjoy flower arranging, home decor, and more. Thank you for joining me and have a great day.